Hello, my name is Glenn Kirkwood and I'm here with a really good friend of mine, Shirley Dalton, who's going to talk to us, I guess, give us a bit of a tip on what are the strategies you can do to grow your business these days.
Thanks, Glenn, and hello. Well, one of the things that I really want to talk about in terms of growing your business is having your systems in place, because if you're going to grow, then you need to have everything ready. And I'll give you a quick example. We saw this advertisement this time, and it was for a new cafe, and it was just opened up, and everybody went there, and we were swamped. And when we went and we ordered a salad and some toast and things like that, and as the person was coming out and they put the plate over the top of us, as she's reached over, she said, "Oh, and I have to really apologise because I haven't got enough tomato. We ran out of tomato." Oh, okay. "And I'm sorry, we didn't have enough bread either, and the bread was a bit burnt, and that was the last piece of bread." And I thought, oh, well, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But you've got to be prepared for the growth. So if you're going to grow your business, you've got to have your systems and your processes in place ready to be able to cope for that. Otherwise, you end up not having enough tomato and enough lettuce and burnt toast.
So fancy that being a restaurant that was down to the last piece of bread. Okay, so they weren't planning for anybody. What if they had another customer walk in? They would end up with no bread.
That's right.
Okay, so would you say that most business owners aren't prepared for growth?
Yes, a lot of them. And if we can share a quick story from Michael Gerber about the Emyth, and that is that most entrepreneurs go into business, and that's what E stands for, the entrepreneur, not wanting to be the idiot boss. And in fact, what happens is that they end up becoming the idiot boss because they go into business because they're really good at what they do. And that means, so say for example, you're a really good surfboard maker. Mm-hmm. And so you make these wonderful surfboards and people go, "Oh, I love them," and the business grows. You know, you just sell so many of these surfboards. Before long, you need to put on staff because you can't do it all yourself. And so then you've now got people to manage, but you've not done that before. You're not knowing how to lead or manage them. And then eventually you learn, oh, I've got to run the business and I've got to actually concentrate on having a great surfboard business rather than making the surfboards. And so what happens is that growth takes people by surprise. So, you know, they're really good at it, and then before long they've sold so many, and then they don't know, and they just get people in, help, and they're in chaos, out of control.
That's a really good tip. So to wrap it up there, make sure that you've got a strategy for your growth, would you say?
Absolutely.
Okay, and not just a sales plan. Actually, where is the potential for growth, and what are you going to need to do to change you or the business to have it grow? That's it from me.